On Wednesday morning, the Federation Council Upper House of Parliament granted permission to the Russian president to use the country's troops in Syria. Kremlin Chief of Staff Sergei Ivanov said that Russia will only use its air force in Syria, and it does this on Syrian President Assad's request. On Wednesday afternoon, the Russian Air Force began to conduct air raids against the Islamic rebels of Jabhat al-Nusra inside the Latakia and Hama governorates in the western part of Syria. These provinces would reportedly be the primary target for the Russian Air Force and the Syrian Arab Army. According to scrappy reports, the Russian Air Force targeted the areas of Al-Latamina, Kafzita, the Jabal Azawi, Kasab, and Diahana. At the moment, airstrikes are aimed on the Syrian branch of Al-Qaeda. However, it's clear that the ISIS positions inside eastern Syria will be targeted in the nearest future. Meanwhile, the Syrian Arab Army's Special Forces Division, known as the Tiger Forces, have deployed their units to the East Aleppo front to help lift the ISIS's siege of the Huweiris military airport. Lifting the siege from the airport will open additional opportunities of the Syrian Air Force's usage in the conflict and free forces and facilities which could be used to relieve the situation in the sector. It is very possible that Russia will use Iraq's vast airspace in the nearest future. Iraq is imperative to Russia's fight against ISIS due to its geographical location. In other cases, Russia's airstrikes in eastern Syria would be limited because of the terrorists' ability to use Iraq's wide-open highways. Earlier, South Front Analysis and Intelligence reported that Russia, Iran, Iraq, and Syria have made an agreement to set in Baghdad a joint information center to coordinate their operations against ISIS. The positioning of Russian aircraft in Syria gives the Kremlin an ability to shape and control the battle space in both Syria and Iraq out of all proportion to the size of the Russian force. It could impact the US to accept a combined coalition with Russia, Syria, Iran, Iraq, and Lebanese Hezbollah in support of operations against ISIS and Jabhat al-Nusra. Separately, the contemporary situation can probably lead to the establishment of a permanent Russian air and naval base in the eastern Mediterranean.